Mohamed, this is absolutely surreal for you. You know, a couple of years ago during lockdown, you made your professional debut. You're now 4-0 in the UFC. You're surrounded by the likes of Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre at this event. How crazy is it being here right now?
It's amazing. Hello everyone, thank you for coming down. It's amazing. I watched Anderson Silva GSP when I was like 10 years old, and now we're in the same building.
Were they the guys that inspired you to get into MMA? Do you remember your first memories of watching the sport?
100%. We play on PlayStation, Anderson Silva GSP, like Brock Lesnar and these guys. Now we're on the same stage, like I said there.
Incredible story. We were talking about it just before we got on stage before, but the obvious question that everyone wants to know is how is your knee doing? Because how you won that fight was incredible. You know, you showed amazing grit and determination. It's been the story of your career. You know, some people are saying, why didn't you tap? But tapping is not part of your lifestyle. Losing is not part of your vocabulary. How are you feeling now?
It's painful. I still can't bend past 90 degrees, but I feel good in my heart. I feel good. I didn't tap, and it showed that if I would tap, maybe people think that guy, my opponent, is some different level. But I showed that I finished him with my one leg, and I believe I will be back in July. I'm doing all my best to recover myself now.
I know there's a certain person that you're sick of talking about, but the fans do want to know about that. We had a little joke about it before. You can't stop getting into Twitter beefs, man. People are always going for you. Like you said, you're putting a target on your back, which is good because you're showing that you are the future of the division. People want what you already have, whether it's the followers, the recognition, the title that's coming up. But Jake Hadley is a guy that you've been back and forth with for a long time. Could that fight happen in July?
It's possible, but like I said, when he was in UFC, I was fighting in a different organization, and we was managed by same person. We have a same manager. So I said, can I fight Jake Hadley in UFC? And Jake Hadley said, you have to deserve to get in UFC. So he went through Dana White contenders, and he said, you know, you have to go through like me. I said, I will never go to Dana White contenders because I deserve straight path to UFC. So he didn't give me a chance to fight against him when he was in UFC. So now I can say, listen, you know my level. I'm 4-0. I have 3 finishes. He got beat by Muay Thai guy on the ground game. And when I see him in hotel, he rang UFC security to snitching on me, you know, like a grass. So I don't see anything danger in this guy. I want to fight 2 opponents, like top 10 guys.
I mean, the fight that you have your eyes on is between Moreno and Pantoja, the world title fight coming up, isn't it? That's going to be a massive fight. What do you make of that one?
I think Pantoja will win this fight. I'm a big fan of Moreno. He's a great example for many people. He got kicked out from UFC. He came back. He showed good heart. But Pantoja beat him twice. And I've been in trilogy before. And I know once you beat twice, guy, third time you go there even confident.
Do you see Pantoja being the guy that you get your shot against? Because I know you mentioned that the sort of time scale you want to be champion is next year. You want to be one of the youngest champions in UFC history, don't you?
That's right. I have trained with Pantoja in America, and I see nothing difference between high level. Like, I'm in top 15 right now. Between me and other guys between me, there's nothing difference. It's everything how confident you go to the cage. Everyone can shoot double leg, everyone can punch. It depends how they prepare mentally for the fight. There's nothing special about me or other guys. It's in skills wise, it's all about mental game, I think.
You had a tough journey to get where you are now. You know, coming over from Dagestan to the UK when you were a young boy. That must have been so scary, such a difficult part of your life with your father. Can you describe the emotions, what were going through your mind at that time? New country, new language, just a totally new world to adapt to.
Yes, I came here as a refugee. Now I have everything. I can support my family, my friends. Basically, I have everything. And I think at my stage, many people would say, I'm happy just to be UFC fighter. I'm earning enough. And but for me, money never been an issue. I don't chase, like, even for UFC, I never ask for give me bigger contracts because I'm undefeated. I never say. I say, listen, just give me anyone, I'll fight. And my priority to become youngest UFC champion. I came here as a refugee, and I want to show example that you can come to any country around the world. You don't have to be a refugee. Even moving from here to Australia or America, like, you can adapt to any place you want to be. You don't have to be rich, or you don't have to have like crazy support of your parents or your relative. I didn't have nobody next to me. I just went out there and I believed in myself. And even people doubting about me right now, I'm on 34 fight winning streak, and there always will be people. But just care of people that care about you. Don't ignore these people. That's what my mentality is like.
And where did your first introduction to MMA come from in this country? Because, you know, I read that you were working a bunch of jobs just to facilitate your training, which, again, it's incredible the hardships that you went through, the passion that you had for the sport, the self-belief. Can you describe what that first memory was that you had of MMA in this country?
I mean, I was cleaning mats to get free membership in the gym. Maybe other side I see, maybe somebody would say, I can't afford the gym, I cannot go there. I mean, in UK, it's very nice people. I believe any gym, if you can't afford membership, if you go to any gym, I think they will understand your situation and they will support you. It's very supportive community here. And from cleaning mats to getting like 50 Gs from Dana White, I think that's life-changing. You just have to believe in yourself.
You come across as a very fearless and self-confident individual. Do you remember your feelings ahead of your first amateur fight? Did you feel scared at all, or was it just total self-belief, I'm going to destroy this guy?
If I don't feel nervous before my fight, I think I'm crazy. I think every single person going to job interview, going to, I don't know, to do something like in front of people, I think everyone will be nervous. I'm 34, 33 fight winning streak. I'm still going to the cage nervous. I'm not some crazy monster. I'm just normal guy. I think everyone gets this. But if you don't get this, I think you just don't care what's happening around you, and it's a bad thing. I think you have to stay aware. I think it's a good sign.
100%. And your amateur run was absolutely legendary. You know, two-time IMAF world champion. What was your confidence like at that point, and what would you say was your toughest test? Was anyone coming close to hurting you at that point?
I think every opponent is tough some way. Preparation to the fight, you get some injuries, you get problems in your family, you get a lot of stuff going on before the fight. Fight is easiest part for me. Before the fight is the difficult. Fight is like you go in the cage, you like guy in front of you, two legs, two arms, one head. You've seen these guys before, so you cannot be scared of the guy who's exactly the same as you, you know. So, but the things you go through before the fight, that was make fighter different, I think.
You know, before even turning pro, your social profile was absolutely massive. I remember seeing you at local shows in Manchester, and people wanted to have pictures with you. People knew that you were going to be the next big thing. When was it that you realised you were getting recognition, and was it easy to adapt to that? And do you love it? Do you love the fans coming up to you today, meeting you, saying how you've had an effect on them, saying how that you've helped them with the confidence and perseverance in life?
I don't get into that zone of being fame. It's my people. They're supporting me. I wouldn't even say it's a fans. They just support me, and that's what I'm doing. If I didn't have that much support, I'd probably stop here. at 4-0 and say, listen, I'm gonna have one fight a year, sitting comfortable, getting my money, but I just want to become youngest UFC champion for those people who are supporting me.
And what was it like turning pro in lockdown? Because you went with Brave FC in Bahrain and you had amazing backing from the royal family in Bahrain, didn't you? Can you tell that story and how that came about?
Yeah, so when the lockdown happened in UK, I fly over to Bahrain. The royal family in Bahrain supporting me really good. I had my 6 professional fights there in the Brave organization, which was difficult in lockdown. And I had training camp there, I was still training. I had my sparring partners with me. They gave me huge support in those times. I mean, it was a difficult time for everyone. MMA is good, but people had worse difficulties like health issues and mental issues before we talk about MMA. So I'm happy what I have done in that time.
And when you impressed enough with Brave, the UFC came calling. You know what everyone loves about you is you always said that you were going to be in the UFC. I remember when you signed with the UFC, you showed a message that you sent to Dana White, didn't you? What did the message say?
It was 2018. I messaged Dana. I said, in 4 years' time, I'm going to be in UFC. And exactly 4 years' time, I was in UFC. And I just believe in myself. I believe maybe some people laughed about it, but who cares? Where I am, where they, it's different story now.
Can you describe the feeling of making that walk into the UFC cage? UFC London, sold out crowd, just coming out of lockdown as well. And your good friend Tom Aspinall was main eventing that card as well. You and Tom go way back, you guys going on that journey to the top together. What has that whole experience been like?
Amazing, London atmosphere is amazing. I spoke to UFC last night. They said, do you want to fight in America in August? You're gonna be full recovered. I said, I'd rather be 70% recovered, but I want to fight in London. That's what I said to them yesterday. And amazing atmosphere. I think 20,000 capacity is huge.
How many fights do you reckon before you get a title shot?
I think I'm 2 fights away from the title. I mean, I need top 10 opponents, but I got offered yesterday, top 15 guy is 15 ranked. So I'm just waiting on my doctor what he say if I'll be clear to fight in July.
And when the title does come, like you said, you don't want to fight in America. We want more UK pay-per-view cards. Are you going to be the guy saying, no, Dana, I'm not going to America. We want numbered cards out here regularly?
I mean, maybe at the Trafford Park, maybe fight on the stadium one day. I want to fight for the belt and having like all United fans around, you know.
Who here wants to see Mohamed Mokaev main event at Old Trafford? Who wants to see that? Mo's are red as well, which is good. We all reds here, yeah? Yes, a few boos there, we'll ignore them. That's going to be incredible to see. And just talking about, you know, the OGs of the game, the Chuck Liddells here, the Matt Serras, the Kenny Florians as well. What are your memories of those guys as well?
I just seen them a lot of on highlight reels, playing PlayStation. I used to be like a big gamer before joining MMA, playing like on computer all the time. And then my dad keep like hiding stuff from me, so I go to the training. I mean he done a good job to keep me focused, but I'm still playing sometimes.
Yeah, you might dip back into it because they got a whole gaming section over there, Mohamed. They got all the old UFC games, so maybe if some fans want to try and beat Mohamed at the UFC games, that could be an option.
I'm ready for anyone.
Ready to take on anybody.
Any weight category.
You're coming in as well at the golden era of UK MMA as well. It is all formed perfectly. We got the champ Leon Edwards coming in over there as well. Tom's going to be champion. Yourself's going to be champion. You know, you don't need extra motivation, but you've got it all around you as well. What's it like being part of this golden era?
It's amazing. You know, many people want to go to America to become UFC champion, and they think it's something special over there. But I started wrestling in UK. I haven't done anything back in Russia. I haven't done any other places. So if I get where I am today, training in UK, I think anyone can do it, you know. But I started at age of 13, 12. I mean, there's a lot of kids starting age of 7 now. It's huge difference. I think they're gonna be animals in the future, and I'm really happy for. I want somebody from UK be youngest UFC champion, younger than me. Even if I become youngest, I want somebody because I want to inspire them.
I know your goal is to go down as one of the greatest of all time. We've got two of the greatest of all time here, Anderson Silva and George St. Pierre. There's the obvious GOAT debate. You know, you include the likes of Anderson, GSP, John Jones. I want to know what your top 5 fighters ever is.
Top 5? Habib, GSP, Demetrius Johnson, John Jones. 5th, I would say, I don't. Who you would suggest?
I'm not. I don't want to upset any of my fighter friends here. I'm going to keep it well out of it.
I'll protect you.
Okay, right. Mine is going to protect me. Okay, no particular order. Okay, I'd say Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre, John Jones. Might get some scrutiny for this, but I believe in terms of what he's done for the sport, I'd say Conor McGregor has done absolutely amazing things for the sport.
Protect you.
And then he's going to blank me for the rest of the day now. And then number 5, again, no particular order. That wasn't 1 to 4. Number 5, yeah. No, I'm going to go with an OG, Chuck Liddell. Chuck Liddell was the first superstar in MMA. He deserves all the praise for what he did to grow the sport. 110%, 100%.
I like it.
See, I won him over in the end. Everything for you, you know, when you look at your record, the way you carry yourself, everything looks like it's going perfectly. But nothing's going perfectly for anyone in life. And I want to know, for everyone out there that has to overcome adversity every day, what is your mechanism for when things don't go right? How do you cope with things not going right, and how do you overcome things?
Nothing goes right in your life. It doesn't go right with me. I go to the fight with the injuries, go through something like, before I received my British passport, I was going to issue, like, 1 day before the fight I was receiving my visa, and I still fight to the fight. Sometimes I had to drive to Sweden for the fight 2 days before the fight, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of issues. So if you have your goal, and I think God testing you. I think He testing you. I think if He loves you, He will test you. But I mean, we are humans, right? So if you want to succeed something high in your life, then you have to go through something tough. It's normal.
Do you see yourself having longevity in the sport? Or are you looking to get the belt, have a few money fights, and enjoy your life with your family?
I want to take belt. I want to work on a lot of charities. A lot of people don't even have a house, and people around the world suffer right now. I want to do a lot of charity. I have good connections like the Royal family. I want to put these connections through a lot of charities. While I have name, I want to do something. So when I die comfortable, you know.